It's a horrible windy day here on the farm, so you get to see the view of my water tank. So I won't keep you too long on this one, but this is a question that has come up regularly for those who have married farmers or who have moved to the farm for the first time. We're heading into a really busy season that includes harvest, if you are into the cropping scene, but it also can get quite busy with livestock. So what are your timings and why are they important? Whether you're doing the work yourself, whether you are working on jobs, or whether you are running support for someone, timing on a farm is really important. So let's start with some of the basics. Have you got a notepad and pen or somewhere, whether it's your phone, you can write down timings? And I'm talking timings for everything. How long does it take for you or for you and the kids to get out of the house in the morning? How long does it take for you to do that in an emergency or a call out down the paddock? And what systems do you have in place to be able to grab the go bag and get out? Whether that is going to a job, whether that is going and taking lunch down the paddock, or whether that is an emergency situation and you need to know how quickly you can get, you and the kids out of the house. Whether that's a fire's coming, whether it's, gale force winds, whatever it may be, please know your timings on that, because that becomes really key parts of our communication here on the farm. Looking further abroad, how long does it take you to get to each paddock from where you are? If you're using the house as a base, how long does it take for you to get into the house paddocks? How long does it take you to get the next row of paddocks? How long does it take you to get to each shed on the property, down to the yards, down to the shearing shed, or even to the neighbours? How long does it take for you to do that? And, what's the best route to take? If you don't want to open gates, what gates are not open? What are the alternative routes? If someone's moving stock and you can't drive through them, you've got to drive around them or take a different paddock route to be able to get to, where you'd need to deliver food or parts, or where you need to get to an emergency situation here on the farm. So they are some of the timings that I'm talking about knowing on the farm. Other ones that are really important is how long does it take you to reheat food? How long does it take you to complete a job that you do all day, every day? How long does it take you to pick up parts from the shed and get them to a certain part on the farm? Now, these may sound really silly, but when you are in a really busy situation on the farm, such as going into harvest or planting or sowing, being able to clearly communicate to, your partner, your husband, other farmers on the property, or onto your workers about how long it is going to take for you to get there is really important. For me, trying to get 3 kids out of the house and down the paddock doesn't take a short amount of time. We're trying to put shoes on, we're trying to grab backpacks, we're trying to grab lunch, we're trying to grab supplies, we're trying to stop by the shed and pick up parts. It's not as easy, it's not as straightforward as if it was just me grabbing those. So knowing the timings between when it's just me and when it's me and the kids is really important. So when I get that call to say, come and do this, grab me that part, I can say, yep, no worries. I will be there in 20 minutes, because that is how long it's going to take me to get the kids out of the house, pick the part up and get to somewhere on the place. If I've got to go from the front yards to the backyards, and I know that by myself that takes 45 minutes, an hour, then I'm going to say that to my partner or to the worker, so they're not sitting around thinking, oh my gosh, when is she going to get here? And having, different outsets and different expectations of when I should be there and how long it'll take me to get there. Knowing our timing really, really helps with that. So whether it's something small like those explanations, or whether it's between, if you're doing split farming across multiple farms, how long does it take you to get from this farm to that farm? You know, what is some of the scenarios that could come up along the farm, along the road, that may delay you? What's your communication on that? So are you using text messages? Are you using calling? Okay, I'm stuck behind a harvester on the road. I'm probably going to take an extra 10-15 minutes to get to you because I cannot overtake on this stretch of the road. Communication is key. Knowing your timing on the farm is key. How long does it take you on average to do a job that happens all the time? Whether that's seasonal or whether that's something you do routinely. If you are a big chook person, how long does it take you to water and feed your chooks in the morning? How long does it take you to feed the pigs or do the feed run or water the stock? Anything like that. What are your timings on that? Because if you're working that into your communication, oh, there goes the pump. If you're working that into your communication, I might wait for the pump to stop. There we go. If you're working that into your communication, then that's creating greater expectations and doable expectations for you, your partner, and your workers, so that you're able to create a more effective, efficient working environment and a happier one, because everyone knows where everyone is and how long it's going to take them to do something. Quick video for you today, but timings are so important, and it's something that you can use as a resource and to keep you and everyone else accountable on the farm. Timings, super easy, right? I'll see you in another video.